But also TikTok has taught me a lot too. And I learned there's something called, and I was like, what is this? A pillow princess.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Oh, yeah.
I would be a pillow princess.
I'll tell you about pillow princesses. Let me tell you.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Too Many First Dates, the podcast / YouTube show where we interview daters and find out what's going on their dates. I'm Mary Upchurch. I'm here with my co-host, Hillary Hudson.
Hi.
So you guys, we are so excited to have Sydney Stigerts here today, a new dater for us, and we are so curious. We are so interested in what's going on. As you know, Sydney's a heartbreaker. She entraps everybody, really. I think she's got us straights, having hearts in our eyes, and I'm sure everybody's got a crush on Sydney. So Sydney, you're going to talk about one date right now, but I want to know what's going on. Tell us about your date.
It's a messy world out here. First of all, let me start by that. Secondly, the gay community, we just be wild. You know what I mean? There's a saying in the gay community, right? Especially lesbians, is what does a lesbian bring on the second date? A U-Haul. Because that's how fast we move. We fall in love on the second date, right? So that's why I said earlier, lesbian dates usually last for 3 days straight.
What does these 3 days look like, though? Is it a sleepover? Is it a trip? Like, what are you doing on these?
It just depends on how deep you get into it, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, it's usually like it'll start off pretty casual, you know what I mean? And then by the end of the night, you're somehow in love already. And then you spend the night, and then the next day you buy a cat together. And then the next day you're getting married. Like, that's how it goes.
Is it because you've taken like these? Okay, I feel these things, right? Like if I go on a straight date, which I don't know when the last time I did that was, I might feel these things. Is it because we have two of the same people going like, yes. I love you.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more emotion on women relationships. You know what I mean? There's definitely like a different level of comfort, I guess, and we're both like very emotionally in tune with each other. So then you end up just falling in love on the second day.
So did this happen to you? Who would you go
with? I mean, I've been single for 3 years, right? And so my dating scene has been pretty much all over the place. But
wait a minute. Did you agree to do a podcast and then immediately get in a relationship? Why is every dater we pick immediately in a relationship?
No, I'm definitely not in a relationship. No. But I have discovered something recently. This is going to be a new concept. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I am a great side piece.
Oh. Wait, Sydney.
I'm a great third, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
No, like both parties know. It's not like I'm
like a throuple.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. That's not my new concept.
No, it's just I have never dabbled in it, right? But I was like, well, monogamy is going very shitty for me. So I'm going to branch out. But how it was brought to my attention, there have been 2 incidences. This is what I mean. That's why I discovered that I'm a great side piece.
Hold on.
We're naming it side piece. Is that what
side piece?
Side piece.
Side piece, Sydney. That's me.
Oh, that's adorable. Listen, okay, when you say side piece, and then you also said throuple, are we talking about being the third in a date or relationship, or being the third, like you only see two people see each other at a time?
We're not talking about polyamory. We're talking about, well, we sort of are, but you're dating both at the same time versus you're dating one and then they're dating someone else.
That one.
Where you're dating someone who's also dating someone else. So you're just polyamorous.
So that was how the first one went. But the second one was a couple that propositioned me together.
Okay, so that's something else. Go ahead. Let's talk.
Well, let me just first start off by saying that it has been an honor that I have just been able to wrangle in a couple just by my looks. That never happened. I usually have to get them over with my personality, but this time it was my luscious locks that got them. Okay. So first of all, I'm very proud of that. So how this came about, I will start with the first one, right? I'll start with the first one. I work at this place in Sacramento, where it's basically like a bar hopping experience, right? And you're on a bike and you bar hop, right?
Stop it. You work at one of those pedal things?
Of course I do. Because that's how obnoxious I am.
You're a barber and you are a comic and you work at a pedal bike place.
Hillary wants to do that. Why didn't we do that when we were in Sacktown?
I do way too many things. You guys should definitely do it next time, though.
Yeah, why didn't we make it part of the festival?
Yeah,
you should have.
Then we had to go on that ghost tour.
Oh, I would have been way more fun. That would have been way more fun. But that's how it started. As there was a girl on my brew bike who honestly was obnoxious the whole time, and she was annoying me. But which is usually how my dating scene goes as well. But anyways, I was on the brew bike and this girl was actually like super obnoxious the whole time, but they were drunk as fuck and they were getting off the bike and she was like, hey, like, come grab a drink with us. And then I was like, are you gay? And then turns out she was gay. But by the end of it, we were like making out in the corner and she was like, hey, I would love to keep seeing you. Just want to let you know I am actually dating someone else. And I was like, this could work. Because the thing I realized is that I am great if there are no expectations.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
dang. I mean, that's a good realization to have about oneself. But are you saying you're a fuckboy, Sydney? Is that costume that you did for Halloween like kind of not a costume? This is what she does, Hillary. This is how she pulls us in. Anyway, go ahead.
If it works, it works. You know what I mean? No, but I am not anymore. I was, right? But what I'm saying is why I realize I'm a great side piece is because I go to therapy and I take care of myself and I know how to communicate like a mature individual. I'm emotionally intelligent, so we can have a good time and I'll communicate with you, but I'm going to support your other relationship because that's who you're committed to.
She just turned a corner of self-actualization. This is what she does. She's just charms. She charms. She's a charmer, Hillary. Be careful.
I am a big charmer, especially when you come inside my bus and I like the twinkle lights and I got the candles.
Is that a metaphor for something else?
I didn't know that's where that was going.
I wish it was, but no, there's actually twinkle lights and candles in there. It's a very sensual, charismatic setup.
Oh, so you had like a little date on the bus?
So this brings me to my next point. This is how I was propositioned with the other date that had happened. Is I brought a couple into my bus to see it, and they immediately were swooned by it.
It's a panty dropper.
I haven't seen the inside of it, but I love the whole like bus life, like whatever. I mean,
yeah.
Well, I mean, I love it to a degree. Like I have an RV and I would love to live in it from time to time, but I also want to have my house.
No, for sure. Like I understand that. Like there's definitely nothing more humbling than shitting right above where I sleep, you know?
What if your date
sleep?
Your date's asleep and then you're shitting above them? How's that work?
Just hope she doesn't wake up.
If you did your job right, she won't.
Exactly. You get me, Mary. See, that's how I can tell if a girl is cool, though. You know what I mean? If she thinks the bus is cool, I'm like, what's good? But if she's like, then it's like, you don't even deserve this. You know what I mean?
I mean, that is a really good test. I feel like everybody probably should or figure out what is their test. You know, like if you're a single parent, it's like you gotta like the kids. If you are gonna date a comedian, like you can't think my comedy is stupid. You can't think comedy is dumb in general. Like, but you have to be okay with the thing that's like most important to you. Hillary, what would be your like most important thing that a suitor would need to like get past the vibe check?
Well, two things. One, I will say that I've realized I can't date comics because they'll ask me if I think their set is funny, and I can't lie. And so you can't ask me if you don't really want to know. If you don't really want to know what I think of your set and you're not prepared for the truth, and you shouldn't ask me. And you can't date people who you like want them to like your set unless you're like really good.
That's a thing.
And what was that other thing? What was the other thing you asked me?
What would be the thing they'd have to get over or like as much as, what would be your bus?
Oh, I just think I can't date stupid people.
Yeah.
I want to be able to like have a conversation with someone. I want to date my best friend. I think that's it, is I want to be able to date my best friend.
She's already proposed to me once this week, Sydney.
I have actually. I asked Mary to marry me yesterday.
Mary, why didn't you? You've never been in a real relationship, girl. Come on.
He's just using me for my insurance. No, just kidding.
You have insurance?
Oh yeah, I have a day job.
Mary has
You want to get married?
Mary has like a 401k type real job. She's like a baller.
I'm so proud of you. I have 6 months until I'm kicked off of mine. So
yeah,
26.
I think I'm at that point now where I'm dangling insurance, and I've actually dangled it in front of another crush. I was like, hey, you know, I got good insurance. Just saying.
You little tease. That's rude.
I technically am married, so we can't actually get married.
True.
So me and Mary can get married though.
Yeah.
And I make really good steaks and pot roast.
No, you make really good everything. Mary is an amazing chef. That's why I propose to her at least once a month, because she comes to the beach and she cooks for me. And really, the way to my heart is through my stomach. If you cook for me, I mean, I even think like, yeah.
That's it. I have heartbreaking news though. I don't eat meat.
Oh, that's right. Because we couldn't do wings with friends.
I'm a vegetarian. I'm so sorry.
I see.
That's tell me you were a vegetarian before you came.
I have.
Where did I have food for you even? I'm so sorry. I feel like
you did. Yeah, it was all good. Yeah.
So you guys,
I didn't adequately accommodate your food needs. I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. It was wonderful on my end. I had a great time with that hummus, honestly.
You guys, we have learned so much about each other and ourselves, frankly. We're gonna wrap up right here with Sydney, the side piece, which is a good thing, right? Sydney, really quick though, you kind of had like 2 dates. How would you rate those dates? Let's start with the first one, and then like on a scale of 1 to 10 on crazy, sexy, cool, where would you rate it?
Honestly, the first one was honestly 10 out of 10 for sure. There's nothing more attractive to me, because everyone thinks since I'm look like this, that I have to be the boy in the relationship, right? You know, but there's nothing more attractive than a feminine woman putting down the moves on me. You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
Yes. So first date, 10 out of 10. Would totally do again, for sure.
I think it's because your sign was up. You were open, and she's like, all right, like you didn't know she was gay, but she knew you were, and she's like, I get it. I see it. I want it. I got it.
That too is like, since I'm obviously so gay, like you got to do most of the work, you know, because half of these girls look straight out here. So I don't.
Love it.
Yeah.
What about the second date? So this is the couple you just brought them to the van, and it was like, ooh.
Yeah. It was a little nerve-wracking. Flattering.
Wait, it was a male, female.
No, it was also a lesbian couple.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. It was intimidating, very flattering. I mean, like it's an intimidating thing to be like, hey, I want you to fuck my wife. You know what I mean? So I would give it like a 7.
Okay, wait. Can I ask a question? Yeah. I know we're wrapping things up, but okay, I know with guys there's like tops and bottoms. Does that happen with lesbians also?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
So traditionally, I'm a top. I'm the pitcher. You feel me? But this side piece thing has definitely brought out my bottom bitch energy.
Oh my gosh, I learned a term. I gotta tell you, I did watch the L Word a long time ago.
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
But also TikTok has taught me a lot too. And I learned there's something called, and I was like, what is this? A pillow princess.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Oh yeah.
I would be a pillow princess.
I'll tell you about pillow princesses. Let me tell you. Pillow princesses are basically the only women that I used to see the first 3 years I was gay, which basically is like a very feminine woman who just kind of lays there and doesn't reciprocate.
Oh, so it's just like girls that just do missionary, like when you're
just
with
stay there.
Yeah.
Like the dead fish.
It's like the girls that are like, I'm straight, or like I'm just curious, but like do your thing, you know?
And here's what I can't figure out. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It sounds like it's a bad thing, or we're like calling somebody it. But
no, it was like definitely a good thing when I was first coming out. I was like, yeah, I'll be your experiment. I'll show you the dark side and how amazing it is. You know what I mean? But now it's like, girl, I'm 25. Mama needs to get some too. You know what I mean?
We're learning.
25 is so old. You're so old.
I know, you're 25.
You're just a baby.
Oh. I know. Just think how many more couples I'll get to sleep with.
I was not mentally prepared for this episode. Thank you so much.
It's okay, because we're gonna do another one. We'll really bring it in. But now
I really hope Hillary can look at me the same way after this podcast.
Oh, she'll be looking at you differently, but it'll be with hearts in her eyes. She'll be like,
No, I really like penises.
I support you 100%. I support.
I do too. I just don't.
Although they are kind of
that are attached to them.
What? What?
What'd you say?
I like penises too. I just don't like the men that are attached to them.
So maybe a lesbian would be perfect for you.
Oh, I
fun.
Just need a crush to like me back. Is all I need.
That's also very real. Yeah.
And I also like the TikToks that say like, tell me about the medium ugly guy who ruined your life, and you're like, yeah, these guys are effing losers. I'm like, why am I so sad about
They are. I really wish I had the confidence of a mediocre white man. Like I would be destroying it out here.
I think this year, like 50-year-olds have been like getting me all sprung, and I'm like, what? You're 50.
So that's also the weird thing about looking like this is somehow I pull more men looking like this. And it's kind of interesting.
I think it all goes back to biology. Like, it's just the energy, and some people want to dominate and some people don't. And some people, we just want to stuff and things.
Yeah, but I get it though. Okay, your look's not totally different from my hair is usually like way curlier, but I don't have like, I guess I do get girls hitting on me too, but I do not have a problem with men.
Hillary, I thought you were a lesbian when I first met you.
I think a lot of people do think I am a lesbian. I've never experimented ever.
Me neither.
I kissed my best friend Nikki one time on.
Okay, so you lied.
No,
you lied.
And I got my first divorce. It was New Year's Eve, and I was like by myself, and I was with my friend and her boyfriend, and so she kissed me on New Year's because I was like sad, and I wasn't like sad. If he's listening, I wasn't that fucking sad, but I did kiss my friend Nikki. Thanks, Nikki.
Honestly, that sounds like a homie. Like that's a good time.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sydney being
long episode.
Yeah, Sydney's being the therapist to us straights, where we're just really trying to explore things and understand. Okay, you guys, thank you for listening. We're gonna hear more. You need to subscribe to Too Many First Dates on the Broken Drift Network because you're gonna hear so many more really great dates because Sydney's got a lot of them. Okay. For Sydney, for Hillary Hudson, I'm Mary Upchurch. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.